Hi, my name's Lara Buchanan and welcome back to this week's Take 5. If we had to choose one word to sum up the whole Bible or the whole of the Christian message, that word would be love. This week I want to look together at one of the most famous and often quoted passages in the Bible, the famous Song of Love. Each year it was read out at my high school's graduation ceremonies, and many of us will have heard it read at countless weddings. It's often chosen to mark a significant occasion at a moment of change or a new season. As we're collectively experiencing a moment of great change and certainly a new season, I thought it would be interesting to look at these ancient words once again and see what they might mean for us today. In ancient Greek, there were two words that were used most commonly for the word that we translate in English as love. Eros, which referred to passion, and phileo, which is about the love experienced within healthy families and friendships. But neither of these words are used in this passage. The writer, Paul, chose a different word, a word that was not in common use at the time as far as we can tell, but which he would go on to invest with a Jesus-focused meaning, a word he'd used throughout his writings to convey the sort of love that Jesus had. The word is agape. In this passage, which seems to almost flow out in poetic song, Paul seems both enraptured with this love himself and full of excitement to share about it. We know that the people to whom he was writing were quite a competitive group of people living in the bustling and competitive capital city, Corinth. It seems that this group were particularly enamored with achieving ever greater heights of spirituality. Slap bang in the middle of 6 little pieces of wisdom that Paul wrote to them on this topic comes the verse where we're starting. He says, "But now I will show you the most excellent way. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing." The word translated excellent in Greek carried the meaning of going over a mountain pass and taking the highest road. Corinth was a sporty city, and as has become the case with almost every city in 2020, running was the most popular of all the sports. Many of the runners would have trained on the mountains visible to the north and the south of the city. Paul knew that his readers were used to striving for excellence, to be and to have the best. And he seems to be saying, a runner training to be the best will aim for the highest road. And if you, likewise, are aiming for the highest form of spirituality, then listen up. I'm going to show you that road. I'm going to show you the highest of all ways. He goes on to list 3 attributes or areas of gifting that are commonly praised among religious or spiritual people. Firstly, people who are eloquent, skilled orators with the ability to persuade. Secondly, the intellectual elite, people with a sharp mind who can understand and explain complex concepts. And then the movers and shakers, those who impressively change this world for the better. All of these things are good in and of themselves, great gifts to possess. But Paul says something shocking. He says that without love, they are of no value. He doesn't say that without love they are slightly less value or of relative value. He says of no value whatsoever. He places such a premium on love. But a Corinthian marketplace would have resounded with a constant and deafening clanging as the bronze traders hammered away, creating an incessant noise. Paul's saying that it's very easy to be impressed with clever words or thoughts or acts. But without love, it's just noise. We are being invited to consider whether, at its heart, the spiritual life is in fact relational, that it's really about love. The verse ends interestingly with a statement of ontology about the nature of our existence, of our very being. In a way that's no surprise, because this is exactly the point. When we're searching for the highest form of spirituality, we're really searching for our essence. And Paul is saying that the answer is not found in anything we say or think or do, but in who we are. Paul's claim, and the claim of Christianity, is a bold one, that you and I are not simply byproducts of blind evolutionary forces, but we are beings created by love, in love, and for love. and that the very essence of our being is grounded in love because there is a God in heaven who is himself love. That's a bold claim, obviously, and it needs to be supported to be believed. But to me, if it's true, it makes sense of the sense that we have that at the very heart of life is relationality and intimacy. I'm looking forward to journeying through the rest of this passage with you as we go through the week.